we've got bulbs. So what we have here is a pair of no name, no brand, 6000 Kelvin D3S xenons I got from a friend, but I have a feeling that they're not as bright as they could be, which is why, against my wallet's best wishes, I invested in these. Apparently the best xenon bulbs on the market right now. And we'll be doing some testing. We got the bulbs that came with the car. These are Philips Zen EcoStart something something. I've no idea how old they are. I have no idea how many hours they have on them, but we'll put them in the testing as well. This is a gray card. I can use that with my DSLR to check the white balance, if those really are 6000 Kelvin as they claim, and if these are about 4700 Kelvin as some websites would claim. Also, most importantly, this is, well, it's just your regular photography light meter. We'll use this to check out the light output of each bulb. It's not going to be very scientific because we can't actually measure the absolute output, but all I'm actually interested in right now is the relative output. So I've given the current bulbs about a minute, 2 minutes to warm up and get to the maximum luminosity. I'll measure probably in this hotspot, in that hotspot, and right in the middle, and repeat for all three, and then we'll see if my wallet was correct and this was a stupid idea. Alright, so this is a 4.0.7 at 1/250th of a second with ISO 100, which makes absolutely no sense when you're measuring lights, but we're only measuring the relative luminosity, not absolute, so this makes sense in a way. 4.0.2, wow, that's actually quite dimmer. Interesting. And the combined 5.6.5, that's, yeah, twice as bright, basically. Alright, next bulbs. Next bulbs. Okay. Ha, it's hot. Thank you. There we go. And that's how you remove a xenon bulb. And this one's just HID xenon. Has no branding. Some numbers, but I have no idea what they are. Alright. This is the old Philips Zen EcoStart with some numbers as well. And we'll see how much of a difference there is, if there is any difference. There we go. That's it. Alright, so these are the Philips Zen EcoStarts now. As you can see, they have a warmer tone to them. They're actually warmer than the LEDs, which is what I was trying to avoid. Which is why I bought the 6000 Kelvin ones. However, this is now at 8.0.3, which is almost 4 times the light. And I've been driving with those things? Holy shit. 8.0.3, 8.0.2, so even balanced. Because with the 6000 Kelvin ones, the right hand one was quite a bit dimmer, and this one should be about 11. No, this is interesting. So now the entire beam is the same brightness, whereas before the hot spots for each bulb were not as bright as the combined beam. That is odd. But anyway, we got the numbers for those bulbs. It's time to put in the osrams. Alright, so these are now the osrams. They appear brighter, which is good. Now I need to give them about a minute to completely charge up. They seem a lot more yellow than the 6000K one, but that's to be expected. I just wasn't expecting the 6000Ks to be that dim. Well, they're exactly the same as the Philips. Interesting. Yeah. Yes, exactly the same numbers as with the Philips bulbs. So, the Philips bulbs, these ones here, these are supposed to be just regular OEM replacements. So, at least I have quality replacements if one of them fails now. So it's been a few days since the install. I've done a bit of nighttime driving and I could tell immediately the difference is huge between the old and the new bulbs. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to expand on the video by using every automotive enthusiast's favorite tool, graphs. So here's the illuminance for the old 6000 Kelvin bulbs. I may have called it something else, but using my tools, illuminance was the only thing I could really measure. And illuminance, by the way, is the amount of light hitting a surface. And the surface in this case being the total surface area of my little light meter thingy. And as I said before, with my tools, it would be very difficult measuring the absolute values of each bulb, but we're only interested in the relative difference. So keeping every variable the same, we should get pretty consistent results. And the reading for the Philips and the Osram bulbs in comparison to the old 6000 Kelvin ones is staggering, to say the least. After punching the numbers into a couple of formulas, the Philips and Osram bulbs are on average 3 times as bright as the old bulbs, which have been thrown away days ago at this point, by the way. I'm a bit miffed by the fact that the Osrams, marketed as the brightest bulb on the market, have the exact same figures as the original used Philip bulbs. I have been told, though, that new xenon bulbs take time to completely burn in, and after about 50 hours of use, the brightness could increase by as much as 20 to 30%. But, you know, still, it's kind of freaky. So, stay tuned if there's any truth to that. Till next time.